Welcome to Business Innovators Radio, featuring industry influencers and trendsetters sharing proven strategies to help you build a better life right now.
Hello and welcome to this episode of our show. This is your host, Keith Doherty. Today our special guest is top real estate broker associate Kevin Blain of the Kevin Blain Real Estate Team at Keller Williams, based out of Tulare, California. Kevin is the team leader, CEO of Kevin Blain Real Estate Team, which is ranked the #1 team in California and the #1 in the nation for Keller Williams in 2010. They sell a home every 12 hours and have sold over 600 homes through September of 2016. In the past 10 years, the team has closed over 4,000 transactions. The Kevin Blain team includes over 30 hand-picked specialists who speak 3 languages, helping sellers and buyers in Tulare, Kings, and Fresno Counties, and they have been ranked #1 in the Central Valley for all real estate teams and agents for 7 consecutive years and counting. The team is so confident they can sell their client's home that if they decide to list with them, they will give their clients a guaranteed sale, where if some reason their house does not sell, the team will buy it with cash for agreed upon terms. The Kevin Blain team is endorsed by Shark Tank member and real estate expert Barbara Corcoran as the real estate team she would use in Visalia, Tulare, and Kings counties. All right, with all that said, Kevin, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Keith. Happy to be here.
And Kevin, if we could start for our listeners, what led you into real estate? Was it something that you always knew you wanted to do, or did you maybe stumble into it?
I think I was planning on being in real estate from a young age. My grandfather started Blain Realty back in the late 50s. And that influence, along with my desire to work with people and in sales and service, it's something I pretty much knew I was going to do.
And Kevin, do you think you could talk a little bit about what personal attributes, traits, or qualities you think have most contributed to the success that you've had in real estate?
Absolutely, Keith. I think the traits or attributes that have led to success, first and foremost, would be focus. So I'm highly focused, and I believe you have to be. There's so many distractions in life and in real estate to get you off course. Very, very focused. Obviously, I'm very driven to do well, and I'm also very blessed. I feel like I've been blessed with good people around me and great clients.
And Kevin, do you think you give our listeners an example of when these traits have played a role in your path towards success?
Keith, I think they've played a role on a daily basis. Like I said, there's a lot of distractions. There's so much time that can be wasted during a day. Whereas when you're extremely focused on your goal, and the goal would be to help buyers and sellers get their homes sold and help them find homes that they want to purchase. When you're so focused on it and you don't let any distractions come in the way, I feel like in a 8-hour day I can get about 12 hours worth of work done. And along with that comes work ethic, because I don't ever work an 8-hour day. I work 12 to 16-hour days. So I feel like I can get done in an hour what most people get done in about 2 hours.
And Kevin, I think whenever somebody builds a successful business or a career, that sometimes the road to get there is filled with bumps in the road along the way. Can you talk a little bit about some of the adversities or trials that you've had to overcome in order to achieve your goals?
Absolutely, Keith. I will tell you that in the 16-plus years in real estate, there's been 2 occasions that stick out in my mind as significant obstacles. One was the summer of 2008. And the summer of 2008, Keith, I lost, or I will put it this way, 90% of my business went away. So that 90% was move-up buyers, traditional sellers, and new construction. And in the summer of 2008 in Central California, that was gone. That did not exist because of the market and the crash. It became an REO, distressed sale market. So we had to reinvent ourselves, and again, the focus and the drive and then the support of the people around me allowed us to recreate a new segment of business to be able to move forward and actually have some of our best years that we'd ever had up until that point. And keep in mind, between 2000 and 2008, we averaged, I was just me and an assistant. We averaged 150, 200 transactions per year. And then in 2000, fast forward, 2008, when I lost 90% of my business, if we go to 2010, we did 310 transactions, and then over 400 every year since then. The other time was about 2 years ago when the market shifted again, and we went from the distress sale market, which during that time period, I know the listeners will be wondering, what did you shift to? Did you get an REO account or something? And the answer is no. I started working with investors and helping investors buy rentals and help investors buy homes to fix up, remodel, and resell. So then that shifted and that went away. Less than 10% of our market is a distressed sale market now, and that started occurring about 2 years ago. And I would say about 80% of our business went away at that time. So then again, we had to reinvent ourselves, and we decided that, we looked at the market, we analyzed it, and said, moving forward, where do we need to be? And it was back with the traditional sellers, where I started my career with, traditional sellers, move-up buyers, first-time home buyers. And so we started marketing and moving toward that end. And I'm happy to say that, we're having the best year that we've ever had, in my career.
Excellent. And Kevin, what kept you going despite all these obstacles? I mean, you ran into a lot of big roadblocks that would have shut a lot of people down. Why didn't you give up? What was your driving force?
I believe that the driving force is an inner desire inside me not to fail or to succeed. I had no choice. I mean, to me, I'm not in with one foot. I'm in with both feet. I've arrived at the island of real estate. And many years ago, when I arrived, I burnt my ships. There was no leaving the island of real estate. That's what I love. That's what I do. I like helping people. I either survive on the island or I die. And so there was no choice. And so you just dig deep and you do what you do instead of giving yourself an out of switching to something else when things get tough. That wasn't an option for me. And by the grace of God, we were able to do well, and I believe that in every circumstance there's opportunity. You just have to look for it. And the key, work hard. We work really, really hard. And when I say we, I have a team. And so the credit goes to the team. It's not just me. We work together, and we were able to get past a lot of these hurdles.
Excellent. And Kevin, looking forward, what's your vision for your business and your career over the next 5 years?
Moving forward, I'm very excited. Now after, almost 17 years of selling real estate and building my team, I'm really excited about helping my team and some of the younger people on my team to progress in their careers. And I see them taking more of a leadership role on our team where I'm not as involved in the day-to-day, and they can lead or help lead our real estate team. I'm excited about seeing the growth of others that have chosen to partner with me on my real estate team. And so 2 to 5 years from now, I see our team being top team in the nation. Right now, for 5 years in a row, we've been the top team in California, and currently we're number 5 in the nation for Keller Williams currently, year to date. So I can see the team being, number 1 nationally, but I don't see myself doing that, obviously by myself. I see young guys. When I say young, anything under 50 is young to me, leading the team, helping me lead the team into new heights.
Excellent. I guess kind of on top of that, what do you feel is the best way that you market yourself as a real estate professional so that you can have continual growth?
Marketing is very, very important, and you have to be very smart because there's a lot of different ways to spend dollars in marketing. Our team spends over $25,000 per month in marketing, in getting our client properties sold and attracting buyers. Obviously, the internet is the present and the future. It's very, very important that you have a presence and a space on the internet. So that's something that we're doing. We're also involved with a company called RATE, which is radio and television experts, and they handle our radio and television marketing, which we do. I believe, in summary, aligning yourself with the right organizations and the right people is very important. And last year we were blessed enough to form a relationship with Barbara Corcoran from Shark Tank, who, is one of the greatest real estate agents and leaders in real estate of all time. And, having a relationship with her, having her endorsement and partnering with her and learning and actually being coached by her has really helped. So we're excited, and we know moving forward that things change, and so we have to be on the cutting edge at all times and forward thinking about not only what's happening now, but what's the future, what's happening 6 months and, a year from now, and be there first.
And Kevin, I think sometimes when the general public looks at real estate agents, they don't fully understand the value that they provide from both the buyer and the seller standpoint. What do you think the biggest misconception or myth people have about working with a real estate agent?
I think one of the misconceptions is the general public may look at the end result only and see that the commission check. And this is what I would tell people is that real estate agents, when escrow closes, they do get paid well, very well. But we have to remember that that's the only time that they do get paid. When they're on the phone answering questions, returning emails till 11 p.m. at night, showing homes, going to inspections, they're not getting paid. So when you think about it that way, I think it helps when a seller sees the amount that they pay. And then also with good real estate agents, and I know with our team, it's a service that lasts long after the escrow closes. So escrow closes and we get paid. We want to be of assistance and service to those clients forever. So they have a question about they need a painter, or they have a question about their home warranty, or interest rates, refinancing, lenders, 2, 3, 5 years down the road. We want to be able to help them. We don't get paid for that, but at the same time, it's just part of the service. And in the long run, it all works out. I think the other thing, too, is, especially sellers, what would be helpful for them to understand, and I think most of them do, but, there's assistants and websites out there that will give them general information about selling a home and general about pricing. The valuations that they receive are not accurate. 99% of the time, they're probably not even within 10% of accuracy. So only a real estate agent who's going to have actual knowledge of the neighborhood and where the neighborhoods stop and end and change, and homes they've actually been in to be able to compare features and quality and condition is going to be able to give an accurate valuation. And, just the whole process of whether you're helping a buyer or a seller go from A to Z in buying a home or selling a home, there is so much that happens. There's, typically at least 20 different individuals involved in one transaction, between appraisers, lenders, underwriters, inspectors, agents, that sort of thing. And most everything our clients don't see. So we handle obstacles and put out fires and negotiate stuff on behalf of our clients, whether they're buying or selling, and they don't even know about it. And the reason for that, and that's part of the goal, is to give them service. They're living their life. We don't need to call them and stress them out unless they need to make a decision. Then obviously we need to contact them. But otherwise, we need to put out fires, get over obstacles, handle stuff with the other agent, the lender, whoever it might be. And so from the buyer or seller's perspective, they just live life, make a couple of decisions, sign some paperwork, and then they're able to move. And it's a smooth process. And that's one of the reasons why when we do close escrow, we get paid well. And I think some sellers understand that, and buyers, but if they don't, that's what I would want to share with them.
And Kevin, let's say you get a call from a family member or a friend, and they're in another state, and they want to sell their home. Now, obviously, with your experience and being part of Keller Williams and the vast network of agents available to you, you could easily do a referral. But from a general advice standpoint, what advice would you give them about selecting an agent that could best serve their needs?
Yeah, besides doing the research myself and reaching out to my network in other states, which is a vast network, that we could actually recommend, an agent in most areas, whether through Keller Williams or the rate organization that I'm a part of. What I would advise to them is that depending on if they're buying or selling, it would be different. But in general, they want to contact an agent that is very active in the areas that they are looking at. In other words, if they're a buyer, they want to contact an agent that has a lot of activity, a lot of signs in the ground in that area, because they're going to know that area well. Or same thing if they're selling. So a very active agent that's in it. I always say that I eat, breathe, and sleep real estate. If you can find that agent, it's very helpful, or that team, it's very helpful. And then obviously you want someone with integrity, someone with honesty. How do you know that? I think that's meeting them, talking to them, and I would research them. I would Google them. I would look for them online, see what their reviews are, see what the reviews are on the major websites like Zillow and whatnot, and then I would ask around. You could narrow it down to a couple agents by just doing what I described, and then I would ask around the people that live, work, and play in that area. Hey, what do you think of this person or this team or whatever, and see what they say. It's my hope that if someone did that in Tulare County or Kings County in the Central Valley where we work, that the name Kevin Blain Team would keep popping up, and that the response would be, yeah, they're the best, hands down. And I think the same thing can be said for a lot of great real estate teams or individuals in other areas of the country.
And Kevin, obviously you're based out of Tulare, California, and if somebody's looking for real estate services or an agent in that general area, what's the best way they can find out more information about you and how you can help them?
Yeah, my advice would be just to go to our website, which is kevinblain.com, and it has a lot of information on there. It talks about our team, our guaranteed sale for sellers, the different programs we have. And then from there, of course, we have our phone number on there as well as a way of contacting us. But yeah, kevinblain.com would be what I would go to.
Excellent. Well, Kevin, obviously we want to thank you for taking time out of your schedule to come here today and share all your professional real estate experience with our listeners. And if you're listening and you want to learn more about Kevin, you can go to his website, like you said, kevinblain.com. Also below this interview, we'll have a link to his site and any other contact information we have so you can see how Kevin can help you with your real estate needs. So with that said, everybody, until our next show, have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.
Hey, thanks a lot, Keith. It was my pleasure. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for listening to Business Innovators Radio. To hear all episodes featuring leading industry influencers and trendsetters, visit us online at businessinnovatorsradio.com today.